Hello, hello, and welcome, my friends. I'm Hambbage, and you're here, or at least I hope you are, because just kicking off on a stream, there's usually not many folks waiting. I don't give a little lead up time for folks to drop in and hang out in the chat now. We just get things going here. So, hello, VOD viewers, and welcome to everybody that's dropping in as we're going here. I am just finishing pulling up the display so I can see when you guys jump in, say hello in the chat, because that's what you're going to do, right? Hope so. Welcome, welcome. If you do drop in, if you're checking these out in the VODs, if you're over in YouTube land or are checking out VODs on Twitch, hello and welcome. Go ahead and hit that follow button if you're over here on Twitch. And that way, next time I go live, you'll get a handy little pop-up notification. You can jump in and say hello in person. Love to have you. Anyway, we are much more removed than I had anticipated from 119. I can't eat like 4 days, 5 days, something like that. That that snottiness and taking a little bit of Dayquil to try to get a cough under control when I was going. Yeah, that was a head cold. Man, it was messy in terms of the mucus. Basically, all that was self-contained though, so only messy on the inside. Outside, and to all general appearances, we were all good. I am going to get my desktop cleaned up here a little bit and get this game going. Sweltering Slog, New World, we kicked off for 119. We have been hanging out in the mangrove swamps, and as I recall, I don't know that we got all the way back up to the surface. I think we just kind of wrapped up down in the depths because we were discovering deeper caves and ran out of time. We'll see, but we'd certainly like to see some more of the content today. See where this world gets us. As I recall, we had no luck really. We did come all the way up to the surface. So the caves we get to from our little. Oh no, we are at the caves, right? Our let's do this to recall where we are. Anything we need to bring back to our little jungle spot? Now, do we turn all the way here? I think so. Right. Oh man, shake off the rust a little bit, huh? We gotta get focused up. We're playing hardcore here. So yeah, not so much yesterday at all. Yesterday I was fine. More news on yesterday in a second, but I between the drainage and my head and the coughing and all that, I almost said coffee. No, the coughing. It was not the time for me to be streaming. So sorry for the delay, guys. I missed y'all. Missed the game. It was a real bummer that right as 119 was coming out, all this stuff was going on inside me. Now, is it back here? I guess so. Um, yeah, there's the jungle, and then the swamp is kind of just off to the left as it's emerging there. So, what have y'all been up to? Drop into the chat. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys have had going on. Summer is fully here, right? We are into the thick of it, and that's pretty much a good thing. At least it was for me until yesterday. All of a sudden, summer was like, "Oh, hey, remember me?" Um, yeah. You know how it snowed a month ago, right? Well, don't worry about that. It got up to 100 degrees yesterday. All of a sudden, it's like, what? Um, you kind of forget that that's a thing until it's staring you in the face like that. We were we still cooking iron? We got all our gear. We opted to wear the full iron suit instead of like boots, I think, that had some feather falling, maybe. Um, and as far as getting back down in that, is there anything else in this thing? No. Oh, boat with chest. Oh, that was weird. So if I just open my inventory here while I'm in the boat, I can look in the ship. That's cool. Um, hey, Reap, how you doing? Hey, awesome. Yeah, I saw you streaming there. I'm kind of doing the same thing, but a little old laptop here. I just turned off my browser. So awesome. Welcome. Thanks, and appreciate the lurk, dude. Have fun in the Sky Wars, man. Located Reaper, everybody. Awesome friend to the channel. So thanks, dude. And for all the rest of you guys that are hanging out and lurking as well. Um, that's the way to do it. Come in, say hi. And I know we've all got busy stuff going on. So, yeah, go about your business. Maybe have the sweet, sweet sounds of. Oh, nice. Well, depending on who goes longer, maybe I'll catch you back over there. Well, good luck surviving, dude. All right. Yeah, I'm bad at talking sometimes, so goes well. Now we get to try to find our way down to wherever it was we were. That's going to be tougher. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate the visit, and it was fun seeing you online earlier today. Take care, dude. Now, hopefully, we make it all the way back so we can sleep without a bunch of monsters hanging out. So with my head all full of snot, and it was gross, and it draining down my throat and all that. Um, and I was talking to a friend, and I was like, I'm still pretty sure that wasn't COVID. Like it was gross and nasty and all that. And I'm no expert. I haven't. I don't know that I have or haven't had COVID. There's been a couple times over the past couple of years where maybe, but I've been very vaccinated. Which, speaking of which, I need to go get. Are people getting their fourth boosters? I had one just after Thanksgiving last year, before Christmas, which would put it about 6 months ago. And I'm thinking that's about the time that I should be going to get a refill. Okay. I don't think we can just take him straight up, but where'd you go? All right, he's like, dude, you're just a pup in this Skyrim world. I am an Enderman, and I will go see cooler stuff. This seems to be going the wrong way. Wait, is this right? Man, this is gonna be painful, isn't it? Okay, not up here. So that goes to sky. That was just a tunnel, I think, that we cleared out. If this cave system wasn't so good, I would be like, you know what? Let's just go find somewhere different because, yeah, okay, so this is our little way out to the tree, right? There's the tree, and here's a torch. Maybe I put these down more. We just hadn't gotten back that far. Uh, is that a vertical torch or that's an on the wall torch? I think it's this way. Kind of come up, yeah, come up to here, but then, got a zombie over there. Maybe. Oh, oh. Okay, wait, hold on. Before we do all this, because this is just like so much the very, very, very end. Oh wait, did I not even notice that? Is that where we came in over there? I can do better here. I know I can. Here, why don't you come over here, dude? Instead of being stuck in that water. Oh, I think I just... Oh, I just opened things up. Oh, oh boy. Didn't mean to do that. What I kind of meant to do was put that there. Okay, now, we came from here, right? So why didn't I finish out these torches better? Okay, now we go here. Whew, that's better. Ow, ow. Let's eat. Food is going to be a bit of a concern because we haven't been. Look at all that. We haven't been exploring around as much of late. We've just kind of been doing this thing, which is good, but not much food down here. Okay, this is the way up. So where was our little whole staircase thing? I remember it. We just went there. Um, I remember this being all dangerous and kind of being our starting point, but doesn't it seem like it was right around here? Also, hang on. What? Okay, that's safe. That looks scary. I see this iron over here. I think we're, since I don't see it, I think we're just gonna go here. I don't need this. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay, that didn't make everything fall. Now, we had gone much, much, much lower. And it was kind of that stuff I was hoping to get back to. What's over here? Let's put that. This is not going the direction we want, but... Dead end. Nothing much worth mining up here. Whoa! We're popular. Look at all our friends. Now, Let's see if we can't get over to that wall. I think that would be a good little spot. Oh, goodness. To kind of work our way deep without being just in the middle of an open room. All right, now. Oh, we got. Got something. And it's so weird that we are kicked around not at all where we'd been. I don't know. Seems weird to me. Let's fill. You know what? Let's use some of these. Or not. I was. While I had been kind of unable to just speak for extended periods of time without huge coughing fits and all that, I did. I did play a bunch of Skyrim. Uh, build I had started back, I don't know, a couple months ago or something like that. And as I've said in the past, a lot of times with Skyrim, I'd go so far and then I'd kind of get on to other things and I'd come back and start over. Well, this time I'd force myself not to. And it had been, I think I'd picked it up and revisited a few times here so it hadn't just gone for weeks and weeks without any kind of um, play. I hadn't totally lost touch with my character or the game or anything like that. Um, but yeah, I went back and oh, hey Reaper, how you doing? Thanks for the raid, appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm uh I'm hoping that doesn't mean that the survival wasn't a survival. But appreciate the raid, welcome. Mr. Dude Man the First. Love your name, dude. That is awesome. And fart right back at you. Oh, well, happy birthday to your bro. Hope it is a good one. And Mr. Dude Man, welcome. All right, now let's get these old stone axes out of the way. Really should have stocked up more on the iron. Okay. So we got a couple little goals deep in here. The easiest and first, maybe, is to find out where we were and see if we can link up what we've already explored with what we are now in. But I mean, it's ideal, right? We want to be in the good ores, getting the gold, looking for wardens and ancient cities. I guess I've still been very selective in what I've watched and haven't wanted to ruin too much of the 119 stuff. I did see a part of one stream where uh, somebody was bringing allays, I think is how you say it, back to their home, kind of a little blue bird looking thing. And these were, it reminded me, oh yeah, I had heard something about the allay. Never really made much of an impression on me because I kind of anticipated what I was hearing that content creator say, which is they're not that helpful, they're not that great, and they're kind of cool. They look cool, and as far as pets go, that kind of thing. It looked as though they behaved pretty similarly to any other animal on a lead or a chest or whatever. And I didn't see anything. They were just bringing them back and trying to like juggle between boats and leads and all that kind of stuff. And it typical animal moving, right, in Minecraft. So nothing to be surprised at there. But I didn't learn anything about whether they needed a particular food to be tamed or anything. So we don't worry, we've still got all that to figure out just in the course of gameplay. But I had forgotten that yeah, they Minecraft introduced a companion mob that, as I understand it, they will gather up. So like if we were mining that iron, right? We could just leave it all over the place, and then they'd run around and go grab up the pieces of iron ore. And it seemed as though the implication was you could specify to them what you wanted them to pick up. So like um, say we were doing that, we're just doing this, right? So we give them a piece of iron ore, just like that. Give them one, and then they'll run around and pick up. So we wouldn't have to go down there. They would go get it, is kind of what I understand, and then bring it back to us or carry it in their inventory until we empty it. I don't know. That's why I like to save all that kind of stuff figured out in the game. We will. But speaking of figuring things, oh, now had we seen down this hole? Where is that? I see a birch tree up there. This is cool. Kind of dangerous. It looks like we could sleep. Let's do that. That means I get coffee. First sleep of the day. Actually, we slept up on the surface, but I was still getting going then. All right. So speaking of figuring things out in game is what I was talking about. I was trying to do a lot of that in Skyrim because for the first time ever, I was playing the Dawnguard expansion. And in Bethesda games like Fallout or Skyrim, any of the, well, I don't know about Elder Scrolls Online. Scrolls. They may do stuff completely differently, but in a game that is now, what, 20 years old for Skyrim, in Skyrim's case, there's been a lot of time where a lot of fans or whatever have created more, their own dungeons, missions, all that kind of stuff. And kind of I don't know how they figure it out over at Bethesda Games, but Bethesda Softworks, is that what they call themselves? Maybe. Um, I assume they take the best and brightest of those and then expand them out to kind of quality check and give them a game polish, and okay, now that can be added into the game. And it's great because without having had another official title release for Skyrim or Elder Scrolls, they've had ESO, um, but Hammerfell, I think, is what they teased at the latest convention as. Oh yeah, don't worry. There's still standalone games coming. So, um, in all this time in between, and in making what was I think a rivalingly awesome Fallout, they made the game continue to seem fresh and playable and interesting with new content. And all credit to them. It is in well, let's back up. So this year they they did do another expansion for the anniversary, and this time it was the challenge mode. Right? They added fishing and increased the or made it so that you could play a version of the game out of the box without mods that would require you to eat and sleep. Kind of functionality that was built into the game for the start, but was kind of just always there as a side, right? If you played the game at all, you know food has some healing effects and all that kind of stuff, and there's great variety relative to how much it actually is used. Um, but it's basically just vendor trash and inventory trash that you have to manage. If you get stacks of food, they're going to fill up your weight, and the first time everybody goes through, you grab a bunch of like potatoes and tomatoes and stuff. The next thing you know, you're like, oh, half my food is taken up in cabbages and stuff. So it's always kind of just been this side thing that didn't seem to fit. You had beds to sleep, and depending on the point in the game, you could get some pretty hefty bonuses from having slept for your experience. But you didn't necessarily. I'm just trying to make sure I remember where we came from. Oh, wait, this is the hole, and we came up out of there. Let's see if we can get. I know, I know, we're trying to go down. Sometimes you got to go up to go down. And sometimes as you head up, creepers are there, dropping on your head. Um, so the content expansions, I think they've done. Oh! How did you get to hit me so fast? Done a really good job keeping some additional content, making it fun to play, and hey, it's not just what I remember from the last time around. Now I've got something new to divert myself, and I think that's pretty cool. But I don't remember, and this is what kind of got onto that sidetrack. I don't remember the exact order of the earlier upgrades. I did not have Skyrim when it first came out. I got both Skyrim and Fallout about the time that uh, Fallout came along. So, and that's I mean, I guess I should say because Fallout did have Fallout 76, right? We're not talking about that. There's a bee up there. So this isn't really very accessible from the surface. So along the way, there have been a few updates for Skyrim, big updates, right? One of them, fairly early on, was the homesteading, where you could buy and build houses and do the decorating. I don't think that was part of the initial game. So that was where you got. I, I think you could probably, until that point, get the. I don't know. I may be talking on my, but maybe this was always in there, and I just didn't know. Because what wasn't didn't come out, I don't know. But I know I know for a fact that both Dragonborn and Dawnguard came out as um, uh, expansions to the game after it had been released and everybody was out doing their thing. And Dragonborn is the island of Solstheim, the cultists, and all the fun that ensues over there. And way back, I had played through that one and enjoyed it. I thought it was good. And in around that same time, I was watching somebody. I don't even know who. It was a long time ago, and it wasn't like somebody that, oh, I watch all their stuff or anything like that, and I've gone back. This was just another content creator, and I was, like, oh, hey, I wanna get a Skyrim Let's Play going in the background, and I'll watch this. And they played some of the Dawnguard content, and I was at the time I was like, oh, that's awesome. I don't know that I'll ever get that far with all this. This game is so big and so massive, and it's why I say never, right? At the time, um, I was just like, I can barely find time to go through the early game content here. Well, that's why I say never, because you know now probably 10 years later, honestly, life has changed, and hey, I've got a little more time to dig into that while I'm especially fighting off a cold and not doing anything else, since I don't know that that would do much for you guys in terms of streaming content. And honestly, it would be even the best people that I still continue to watch streaming that game. There's tough points, and the nature of the game is such that you've kind of got to accept not all of it is very, very compelling content. That's why I do so much watching of a Let's Play or something while I'm playing those games as well. Not every moment requires your full attention, at least early. The deeper and deeper you get, the faster and faster you can move through content, and depending on how you play, you can really zip around and knock out the game very quickly. If surprise, shocker to anybody who's watched me play Minecraft, I'm not too worried about that. I am not the kind of person that says I've got to rush through to the end game content, because when you do that, oh, now is that that may be the other stuff? Maybe? We'll find out. Because we came up over there, right? I'm so afraid of holes falling through. Yeah, I think we came up in this area. Hey, it's nighttime again. Let's sleep in a very exposed, awful position. And that means more coffee for me. Hey. Hey, Konya. Sorry if I missed you there. I had Reaper's message sitting on the screen. It kind of pushed it down a little bit, so I will adjust my focus. Welcome. Hello. How you doing? I was just talking a little bit of Skyrim, because since I think you were hanging out here when I was trying to figure out these caves, I had that cough cold thing I had just got nasty. So I took a few days, spared you guys the constant mutes and sniffles and all that kind of stuff, and figured I'd let myself get over it. So while I was doing that, I played a bunch of Skyrim and had a blast. Hope you didn't have to endure any kind of illness. Well, since the last time we got to hang out, as I recall, there was a birthday or something. So hope that I guess it had already happened, right? So now you're like a week out from a birthday. Congrats, getting on that. All right, we're just been going for, I don't know, half hour, 40 minutes just getting back to where we dropped off on the last stream. And you said K, right? K and I were down here when I was running out of torches and time and gear. And that was the end. All right, I think this is exactly where we were going down, right? Um, do do do. Yeah, look at that. See, there's a reason to make stairs. So let me try to keep talking Skyrim here while I'm playing Minecraft. See how the brain handles all that. So as I said, I had seen some of Dawnguard. I've played all the way through the Dragonborn, at least in terms of um, from my perspective. On the PlayStation, you get the little trophies, right? As you think do things. I've gotten all those. I know, based the main quest line and all that I've gotten. I haven't played that with this character yet because I've done it before. I'm just kind of saving that. Um, because the further and further along you get with your character, levels, stats, technology, weapons, the more you get pulled to race through that content, right? It just moves faster. You don't have to think as much to figure out the enemies. You just kind of go in with whatever you're powerful, and boom, you're done, right? So I'm trying to play stuff I haven't played as much before, and so I've done. Um, it's relative. If you haven't played the game, it's tough to say. But like, there's factions and quests, right? You can be a thief, or you can be a mage, or um, basically a mercenary. The companions, and each of those lets you, follow a similar meteoric rise in um, importance and responsibility in those societies, and you kind of okay, now I've gotten to that point. They kind of introduce the different mechanics and different groups that give you different access to higher level trainers and weapons. They'll give you some gear and all that kind of stuff. So pretty cool. And each of those just is different, and depending on your play style, you may hit some early and regular very often. For instance, the College of Winterhold, which is the mages, a lot of people get that going very early because they want to have magic fireballs and all the good mage stuff. That did not take us as far as I'd hoped back here in Minecraft, but we'll go this way. Um, we should have stayed at that lava and cleared up a lot of this trash. Oh well. So you end up going and doing the wizard stuff because you want access to all the wizards. You're going to play at least as a complementary wizard where those skills help you out. Um, Maybe we do this because that's all our torches where we were hanging out in the last episode. Um, we kind of had all these torches gathered around it, and that was to get us back up to our access point. So let's go back across the water here and up to the top. I see some more gold we can grab on the way. Okay, here. See, I remembered putting a ton of these torches down. I just don't know how we left it off getting us out. There's a bridge we didn't see yet. These are the holes. I thought we were standing at those. Um, Now, do we want to go this way or up over the bridge? I don't see. I guess those probably end up being the same. Single torches. Oh no. What? Oh. Okay, so this is all. Now I know where this. We'd gotten over to this waterfall, but we were going up and down around it. Here's exactly where we fought that little zombie. Right? Boom. Boom. Now we can get back over to our tree. I think. This is the little gallery. Here's the tree hole. Alright, that's better. Awesome. We made it. So Dawn Guard is well, I don't even know which out of Dragonborn and Dawn Guard came first, honestly. Uh, Suspect Dragonborn, but I don't know that. So don't believe me. Don't believe me for a moment. I want to keep all that stuff. Don't need that. And back to 10. Seems to be our magic number. All right. Here, we'll do this. We still haven't gotten more. Oh, look at that. That. Sorry. Looking at what we got here. That could go there. I know we have these logs. I'm wondering if we should go for a bit of a tree chopping while we're up here. Get sticks, be able to make more torches, and of course we need to make more iron tools. Bit of a challenge that, in that kind of cut off. Let's go this way. We do have an axe, right? We got two of them. Why are we so lagged out? Go. Come on. Is it you? Are you causing all my lag, Mr. Wandering Trader guy? Alright, well this will be pretty quick. Oh, it's almost bedtime again. Didn't we just sleep? So I'd seen some of Dawn Guard, but as I was going through and kind of trying to, rotate through quests in Skyrim and not just plow forward with I call the. Oh no, we're talking the game. We're talking a little bit of Skyrim, which is what I've been playing since the last time we got to hang out when I was coming down with what turned into a big old nasty cold, and so I just stayed away from trying to talk through coughing and sneezing and all that, and have basically left this exactly as it was the last time we got to hang out on the same channel. So welcome back. It's like other than me trying to find my way back down there, it's like we never left. All right, now we've got some wood, which really just want the sticks from at the moment. And we'll keep a big stack of those. You ever play any of the Bethesda games, whether they're Fallout universe or Skyrim? Any of those get you, K? And it was K, right? I may have asked that while you were away too. Sorry. I can't remember if that was before or after preference. So just keep reminding me. Whatever you like to be referred to, I will try. Hey, you jumped in the boat. Welcome. All right. We still would really like to get some spiders for string. If I could make just a full bolt strength bow, I'd be better off. Oh, so yeah, Dawn Guard is this expansion to Skyrim dealing with. Well, maybe it doesn't make sense. It makes sense to me because it's been a part of the game for as pretty much as long as I've ever played it. Um, Dealing with vampires, right? They guard the dawn or protect the dawn from vampires who would make it night all the time, right? And I knew from the watching there's trouble on the part of a family of vampires, and I'm trying not to ruin too much of that content if you're interested in checking it out, or maybe I don't know that in a 20-year-old game can you even have spoilers, but hey, if you discover it or like, oh, that sounds kind of cool, I'd like to check it out. Definitely give it a go. And I always find it amazing, and I think that's probably the most so, how much they add in. I mean, these are like whole extra, not just a couple of linked dungeons or anything like that. They're layers of lore. I've lost it again. Oh, right here. Layers of lore that build out the storyline. They are. We were looking up at the bridge here. Um, Whole realm, kind of realms, if you want to call it that, in that world itself. So amazing. But I kind of was constantly of the feel that as I'm playing this one, because I really I haven't yet adopted the latest content update where they implement a challenge or survival game mode there, which kind of Minecraft, kind of not. It's not one life. Oh, dude, deal. Um, that in a Skyrim type game would be ridiculous. You just can't expect to get through those kind of games. In fact, in a lot of them, you have to for various quests or whatever. You actually have to take an L. It's just part of the game, and I'm okay accepting that, dude. If Why didn't you fall off the dude? Uh, why he didn't fall off the ledge? I don't know. Guess that's my weak old. Trying to watch that Skelly. I knew I was right on the edge of his aggro. Oh, okay. He's a. Shoot him! Shoot him! Go get him! Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Hold on. What's coming behind me is the bigger problem here. One at a time. Ah, whew. I feel like my laptop is a bomb. A bomb? Or boom. I'm assuming that's a bomb. And yeah, spelling. Don't worry about it. I spell by sound, and I'm pretty good at context there, unless I'm totally off. But as I think I recall, French. So welcome. And we talked hockey once upon a time. What do we think about the big final matchup? Tampa Bay coming back for its third cup. Um, Trying to join only one of a few teams that have ever managed that feat, and um, Colorado, the heroes of everyone who are trying to restore order to the NHL. I'm kidding, but you may be able to guess from that where my loyalties lie. Anyway, man, I gotta say, I went into it still a little worried that Shesterkin, the New York Rangers goaltender, was the biggest threat anywhere. I was a little scared um, of whether any team was going to be able to solve him, and you know, for a team like Colorado that depends on a lot of goal production, that's uh, that's a concern. Now, Varley, Vazzy, right? Not Varley. Varlamov was Colorado's goaltender. Vasilevsky, formidable in his own right. Got the cup rings in his ears, as Patrick Waugh famously said. If you start questioning his skills, um, kind of a, I'm just going to go ahead and win, and you guys talk about who the best is, and we'll see who comes out right. um, Man, Tampa Bay looks like now they seem even scarier. You think like, oh yeah, team's just gonna come through and look dominant all the way through. Well, in the Stanley Cup playoff series, the whole months of May and June, that's not entirely realistic, right? You're gonna have attrition. You're gonna have guys getting tired, and that's why you got to have a team, not just a star, right? Any top superstars, if your team just goes on them, it usually will not pan out because you have to have pieces around. Otherwise, A, they'll get exhausted. B, the other team will just focus on them. And if everybody else just drops what they're doing and protects against the single player, usually that person can't be too productive anymore. So, um, Tampa, now with a core of players who have been through this a few times in a row and had great success doing it, they're showing that experience. They're showing we didn't have to be um, playing like Stanley Cup champs. We had to play good enough to get out of those rounds. And nail biters, certainly, I don't think they would have come out and said that was how we wanted to look in some of those early series. Um, they would have loved to have been done and resting and getting some time with their families or friends out on the golf course, whatever it is they would have normally done. Um, Instead, they were playing a game seven, wait, waiting around for their series to survive, to get done, survive those series, rather than awaiting other competition to get done. So I thought hey, let's have a 7 game series, a couple of playoff games here. This will be fun. Rangers and Tampa, both very good teams, and who would have thought after the first 2 games that Tampa stood any kind of a chance? New York was absolutely dominant and looked like the team that was still hungrier and fresher. And okay, Tampa's won a few, and at some point that kind of begins to take its toll. Yeah, either you get complacent, saying, "Will it'll work out? It always works out for us," and then individuals don't find the heart or the will to fight that extra little bit, or they are just kind of, yeah, we maybe this one wasn't meant to be. It doesn't feel quite the same, and maybe that piece of it plays out too. I don't know. I don't really want to take a big heap of damage here, but I also don't really want to have to climb all the way back around the lava. All right. Now, so I think Tampa showed they knew kind of what they were doing, and maybe it wasn't clicking, but they know how to peak. They know how to ratchet up the intensity game to game to game to game to where for what 15 seconds, I think somebody said it was like 20. Um, it felt like the Rangers were gonna have a chance to get this thing, go to overtime, and keep battling for their lives. They had worked all game trying to solve Shesterkin and get uh, get a goal, and they finally did late in the third. Not oh, there's 2 creepers coming. It's always fun. So I think we'll just let that take care of itself. Um, they battled and battled and battled and battled and battled against a great goaltender and a really intentional team. Like the team knew what they were willing to give up, what they were trying to prevent, and in doing so, when they were cycling the puck down in New York side, Tampa, um, they would just kind of, all right, we got it, we got it. We're gonna get good shots, but we're gonna move that around and constantly just, hey, no worries. Cool to see you. Good luck with the laptop, and maybe give it the full cleansing reboot. Hopefully that helps. All right. Thanks to both Located Reaper and Cali NNA, who both have already been by to hang out, chat with us today. All right, there's our way back out. We didn't find the depths that we were expecting out of that. Ooh, now is this a separate deal? Ooh, yeah, let's get this way. So Wednesday night, the Stanley Cup final begins, and it's always weird. It is now fever pitch around here. Um, One of my buddies from out of town was coming back anyway. Uh, got family, loads of family around here, and still has like kind of pieces of his life going on that require him to be back every few months. So while he lives out of state, with with technology, we all learned it through the pandemic, right? It doesn't feel very far away, and then you get to see him every so often. So uh, that'll be good. And he was like in, and then he was like, "Oh, but I gotta go back. Not back to. He doesn't live in Atlanta, but I gotta take off and go to Atlanta. One of his best friends' uh, in-laws passed away, so his buddy's wife's brother, I think. I don't know. It gets to be a little bit like that Ferris Bueller. So sisters, friends, cousins, aunt said, um, "Oh, creeper, how you doing, buddy? I don't like this lag hanging out. I've noticed I am exceptionally laggy. There you go. Now did I just, maybe I just dropped that and hadn't realized that we got this down here. Let's give it a shout. All right. Please go deep and have awesomeness. We still haven't found a diamond. So my buddy was here yesterday. I didn't even see him. I talked to him. He's like, "All right, well, I'm at a train station." I talked to him late last night after the game. I'm at a train station. I'm about to go catch my flight, and I was like, "Oh, I thought that was like a Monday Tuesday deal." And he's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, but I'm going out there now." I was like, "Okay, well, you just got here yesterday." But he'll be back through all of next week, hanging out with his family, and that should be good. Um, and then my other buddy, kind of the one that I've talked the most hockey through this series with, who lives in Hawaii, I was like, "Yeah, I'm coming back out too." So he gets in sadly after the first game because nobody could bother to tell us what the schedule was going to be. Um, so he'll get in the day after that game. But yeah, it's crazy. You know how significant these things become when people start traveling into the state, and the ticket prices right now seem crazy. Everything is like a grand. You want to be in the uppermost top row of the stadium? Give me $1,000. I'll make it happen for you, right? It's just insane that, and I know, right? We've got some inflation going on right now, and gas and all that is expensive, but $1,000 um, for a 4 or 5 hour most, if you go when doors open, uh, just to get in for something like that is, I don't know. To me, and I hope it comes through here. I love hockey. I'm so excited that this is happening. It doesn't always happen for every team. Think of all the teams out there that are not competing for this, and some that never have. Whether it's football or baseball or basketball or hockey, there are fan bases scattered around that wait their entire lives. Think back, if you guys can, to when the Cubs won the World Series, and how many, you know, nationally, the news stories were about 80, 90-year-old people that were like, "I remember being a little kid um, going to games and hoping this would be the year," and they waited until they were kind of kind of just barely hanging on, hoping against hope. And a lot of people do that. I don't think in Colorado there's going to be that many people that are like, "Oh, I you know I'm desperately hoping to hang on to see how the series comes out. Maybe I can see them hoist one more cup." Right? They haven't been established that long. Even old timer fans like me, I was I was a kid when they first got here, so it's it's one of those relative deals, but um, yeah, not everybody has these opportunities, and to that sense, yes, it is worthwhile. If you get these chances, don't sleep on them completely, but that doesn't mean you need to go into crazy debt or put yourself in a hardship because of a game. You know, I said, we'll see. Like, I may go down to Denver and hang out with people and see. Last minute tickets loosen up. People realize that, oh, there aren't actually 18,000 people that want to spend $1,000 to get into this, and now I'm sitting on these tickets. I'd like to get something for them. A lot of that liquidity comes right before game time, so may still be able to have a miracle moment. I'm so happy we got those diamonds, though. Those are our firsts. Sorry, Callie NNA didn't get to hang out. Never got the clarification on the name. I know. In our conversation, K was preferred, so or had been. So I'm gonna keep going with that till told otherwise. Now, so we're psyched for hockey, but we're gonna probably put a pin in that for now because we got a long wait. I don't know what I would have done if it was all the way till next Saturday, which was very possible. Had this game ended up with the Rangers winning, which I still would have been okay with to have the other teams playing more, um, that would have been the case. They'd already stated that it was either going to be the 15th or the 18th, and it's the spiders finally. Come here, come on down. I want to see you guys. Come here. Come on. You stuck? No, you're not stuck. Oh, and he gave me an eye, not a string. Now, where did the other spider go? There were two. I know there were. I saw them. Saw them? Saw them. Oh, we might have a... I'm assuming these guys just spawned in the same area. Oh, there's more diamonds. How did I miss that? It's way better than string. We have 2 pieces of string. Not enough for a bow. Maybe we have a spider spawner up here somewhere, though. Not ideal. Not my favorite kind of spawner. But we certainly seem to have a lot of spiders. Anything else right around here? 3, though. Could be a pig. Oh, we do! Alright, we got our... We were so close before. Didn't even notice it. Awesome. Alright. Let's have a snack here and wonder what might be waiting for us in these chests. Ew, look at how much stuff we have, too. Alright, well, we'll swap it up. Okay. Definitely want all that. And we definitely want that. Don't think I want the bucket. I've gotten so much iron already. I think we're going to ditch that. Grab the gold. I'm not going to be doing any building with deep slate too quickly, I don't think. Ditch that. We certainly don't need the zombie flesh. A saddle? Just because I don't have one, I don't think. Oh, come on! What kind of garbage stuff is that? Vanishing. Oh, and I didn't yet. Okay, so put the tough away, get the wheat. Oh, now I got a piece of bread here. Am I hungry? Um, kind of. Well, you know what? We could. Let's do this for that. I actually want to eat this more quickly. I can actually get some blocks to help us get out of here with this cobble and put the deep slate stuff away. Right? Right. 23. Now, I don't know that we're going to do anything with a spider spawner to make a farm. We know it's here. We can come down and just do battle, but just being able to make a replacement bow this stage will be fine. Okay, plenty there. Oh, that didn't make me hungry though. And what was it? Oh, it's the golden apple that I need. Um, so I should take these bones, right? And this is cat. Whoa! Okay, well that'll make me hungry. Guess be careful what you ask for. Okay, hungry. Oh, that gets that, and then I get my golden apple. All right, let's try to get out of here now. Before I do though, okay, here, here, spider. Whoa, caps lock zone. There's spawner. And this is going to be negative 560. And can't move. Negative 3244. I guess I'll put the Y in the middle. So it's negative 540, negative 41, negative 3244. And one thing to note, since we're sitting here looking at it here, I can save this. So you guys have already been looking at this. So one thing worth noting, oh, I guess I need that. This is fine. So this is negative 3. I don't know if we're now doing chunks 16 by 16 by 16. I would guess so. So they're a cube chunk now. Um, that's something I'll have to keep in mind. And does that affect mobs spawning in terms of chunk loading, right? If the chunk load area is a cube as well of the world, then it wouldn't matter too much. You'd be loaded from build cap to negative 64 either way. But who knows? We'll pay attention or try to. All right, now that I've got those and I can come back, we not ideal. I'd much rather have skeletons or even zombies for a XP farm. If we get to that point in this world, who knows? Then we'll keep them there. Oh, oh no. How do, how do I get out of here? We got in here. Get back here. There we go. Oh yeah, this little double wide. No, that back here. Maybe. I get so lost. Speaking of getting lost, I wanted to finish my Skyrim thought. So the most recent update was a survival update, and it requires that you eat food, that you sleep every so often, and other kinds of that makes sense. If you don't do those kinds of things, you aren't able to function in real life or most games or anything else. So, totally on board with the new expansion. I haven't played it yet, mainly because the one thing that that will be a huge challenge for me out of all of that is they the description of it says severely reduced weight limits, and if that means like a human level, um, you can carry maybe 150 pounds. Right now, with my stats, I'm somewhere I think around like 460 pounds of carry weight, um, and that's I don't think I have any particular like hauling enchantments, but I have thrown a lot of leveling points into stamina, and I do that very intentionally as I build out characters. If I was going to make the Hambbage character build guide for Skyrim, early, almost continuous stamina points is one of them. Um, what you get in the ability to carry more gear more than makes up for, limited spell points or even health points, because if you then complement that build with using melee weapons, your stamina is actually keeping you alive by dealing damage and all that good stuff. So that works for me, and I like the ability to carry a lot of gear. I think it's a oh, don't do this to me every time, game. Not there. Why is this here, and why does it always confuse me so badly? I don't know. Don't. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Oh. How many times have I seen that hole and gone, you know what? This is a bad, 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 bad hole. I should fill it in. I didn't realize it was quite that deep. Even when I was falling, I was kind of like, oh, well, I'm going to drop down around to where my torch was. I'll have to eat now. And then I was still falling. Oh, well, we're dead. Uh, that was our first 1.19. That means you guys are entitled to at least a reminder that there's a death scores notepad. Let's pull that out. I haven't updated it in quite a while. Started back on this laptop in 1.16.2. The last one I updated was 118.2. We had quite a few. Well, here, what I should be doing is showing this to you guys, not just talking about it. Just remember, let's wait for it to pop back up here so you guys see it. I know I'm dead, but how did we get so delayed here? Or am I not really showing this? Oh no. Oh, that's so slow. All right, well, I'm gonna proceed on here. It's just, well, you guys will hear my voice and see the thing. It's just much slower than I am. So if you're there commenting, understand I am now in this very much separated time frame, which I don't think I'm gonna get back. I am going to. I don't think I do as well with a browser and Stream Manager. I think that's a challenge. Maybe some of that lag was a factor there too. I don't know. So here's the deal though. Let's update this. Um, in 118.2, we kicked things off. The pewter platter was a good one. Got I don't know how I'm just trying to make heads or sense of this comment. So this was the one where I died in the dragon fight, right? We'd come back. I named this after the whole helping family move and all that kind of stuff, and it was pretty awesome. We got set up fairly quickly, made our portal, had our enchanted gear. Let's go fight the dragon. Got in there, and while the dragon itself was okay, I picked up aggro from one of the Endermen, and as I said, I was I was trying to knock the first couple of Endermen because once you get the full Netherite super duper armor, which I don't think we'd gotten to in that one, you can just kind of take them head on and handle them. I was trying to do that. I was in just the diamond enchanted armor. They were pushing me back as they hit me as much as I was hitting them, right? And the netherite prevents that knockback. And so each time they hit me, as I'm trying to look at them and fight, I'm seeing more and more Endermen, and the couple grew into this swarm. And as I noted there, I should have used a bucket of water, thrown that down and stood in the middle of it, and that would have allowed me to kind of regroup and keep up and deal with the ones that were aggroed until they were all cleared up. I didn't do that. Died, and as you can see, we had some pretty good XP on that one. Then we went through the string of either very quick or in this 90-ish. I guess I had to kind of expand it a little bit, 90-ish to 100, where I was looking in a chest. That was how I lost my very, very, very first YouTube Hambbage world too. Creeper from above. That's what I always worry about. Cherry picker. Filthy witch skeleton. Honestly, and this is why I try to make notes, this one is now evading me. I'd have to go back and try to catch a VOD on cherry picker. Look out. That was in response to that. I remember that. Second Enderman in Warped Forest, and as you can see, we'd gotten a little further there. That was that cool geode that I had. that was a fun starting world. It had the wide staircase down. We found a geode in a cave. I was doing what I've got going on in the previous world, where I've got balconies around the outside of it, and just step backwards, much like this one. Just step backwards off the level that I was clearing on and fell into a ravine and died. Mitten Stringer in honor of a relatively late snow, I think. Um, Creeper near underground lake. It doesn't particularly stand out. That was a little bit longer. Diggle Depths in honor of our um, oh, come on. Why can't I think of the name of it? Oh, it's that fun dungeon crawler. Mm, Dreadmore? Dungeons of Dreadmore? Hang on. I've got it right here. Dungeons of Dreadmore. Yeah, doesn't sound right to me. All right. Now we got to make this entry, and I'm wondering, should I? This is 1.19. This was. What do we even call this world? Oh, come on. Day and score. I'm trying to get this right now. 966. From a high place. Um, Cave. A cave exploring depths. I'm wondering, I've always used this thing. I'm wondering if I should start putting death dates in, so that would let us go back in the old VODs if we needed to. Although I don't know that the VODs are particularly well dated for anybody to watch. Whatever. I'm not too worried about that. Now, what do we call this one again? I still can't remember. Devour Anything? Is that it? Oh, that's our other world, right? Single player. Sweltering Slog. Yeah, it was. Yeah, stop hitting the caps lock. The problem is I don't have a fancy light up keyboard or anything like that. I would think I would hate that because so often I like the room to be dark. Sweltering Slog, and then we pull back this. We need to go back in to get the day, and then it's gone. Well, we got to find the mangrove swamps. That was awesome. All right, and now F3. Oh, all the way back to home. Hey, we could get our initial coordinates. We'll try to remember that here when we start up the next one. Why can't I see the day 27? Man, everything is just so slightly tweaked here. I'm like, where's the day? Day 27. All right, so kind of predictable. That's why I haven't just wanted to dive right into um, I'll save. Get you out of there. Get you back. All right. Now that yeah, I think with K out, Reaper out, we are going to. I'm gonna wrap. Come back. Don't worry. We'll start a new world, but I want to try to get this lag gap cleared up. So if you are somehow an outside person lurking there or just coming in after I say this, don't worry. Refresh the stream here in just a couple moments. Hambbage will be back. I'm just trying to get everything caught back up so we don't have this big delay between what I see and what you guys may be typing in chat. So take care.